Well, hello everyone. My name is Zachary O'Shea, and this is Box of Teeth. I have another ghost story for you for the holiday season, as well as your Dungeons & Dragons game up next. One of the forgotten traditions that we have for the holiday season is telling one another ghost stories, which I'm going to do again now, and also provide you a monster you can use for Dungeons & Dragons. In this case, we have the Headmistress. Sure as the sun rises, this specter's name be a pun on her profession in life. Let me tell you though, there's nothing funny about the Headmistress. Let's just say that her victims don't laugh their heads off. No one's quite sure who took her head, or what they did with it. They only end up finding her body laying in a blasphemous circle that had been burned into a school's chapel's floor. Folks didn't want anything to do with the body, nor that now unhallowed place, so they walled it up with her inside, pretended it didn't exist, went on with their lives. Not that they lived for very long. Her spirit seeks her head, collecting others along the way. They don't fit her ever-bleeding neck, though. The Headmistress, she don't care, because she will use them all the same. You might think it would be a little bit amusing to see a man get mauled by a clutch of severed heads. It's not. Let's take a look at the Headmistress's statistics for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. She is a challenge rating 5 medium undead, a ghost who is chaotic evil. She does have the usual damage resistance, condition immunities, and damage immunities that you would expect, but she also has blind sight that is limited to 30 feet because she doesn't have a head. She does have ethereal sight and incorporeal movement, as well as etherealness. She does have an ability called head-to-head, so her ranged attacks do not suffer disadvantage from her being engaged in melee. Instead of a withering touch, she has head toss, where she manifests a spectral head that she has claimed and throws it at someone. That head begins chewing on them for the next minute unless the target makes a save, at which point the head will dissipate away. This means a target can have several heads chewing on them at once. And where does she get these heads, you might ask? Well, her other action is Claim Head. So at the start of her turn, if there's a living humanoid creature at 0 hit points that is adjacent to her, she can use her bonus action to move into that square and kill that creature by removing its head. And now she has an extra one for her to use. There is no limit to the number of heads that she can carry, nor how many she can throw at people, so she can be a pretty nasty specter to have to deal with. I hope you enjoyed that little tidbit of horror for the holiday season. You can find the Headmistress, as well as dozens of other ghosts and hundreds of other horror-themed monsters for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition that are all perfectly free at boxofteeth.blogspot.com. If you're interested in the horror fiction that I have or the non-Dungeons & Dragons horror projects that I have produced, you can always go to www.zacharyoshea.com. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for your time and your attention. I'm going to head on out.